Hey guys, I'm Ben. Welcome back to DreN Movie Reviews ASMR Top 5 Lists. I'm Ben.
And I'm Drake.
Yeah, I'm really gonna like to go back and see what I'm recording right now. Like my crotch. Yeah.
But top 5 lists. Today we are doing the top 5 kid-friendly Halloween movies. These are in our personal opinions. Again, this isn't anything based on any analytics or popularity or something. This is something that we both have separate lists of what we believe would be the best top 5 kids horror or Halloween movies. So,
Yeah. Alright, so my number 5, R.L. Stein's The Haunting Hour, The Evil Thing. The Evil Thing is a nostalgic movie for me. It's the first movie that made me want to crap my pants. It has this creature, this dog creature that can walk and split its head off into two,
especially after the semester
and likes to
started,
feed on
but
children.
Listen, just give it some time.
This was shown on
It'll get
Cartoon
better.
Network back in the mid to late 2000s, and
it's a new
it
adventure.
stars Emily Osment and then another guy from Hannibal.
It's a powerful feeling
No,
to watch others
there's,
cringe
Jake,
in
paired
fear.
with Jake.
oh,
The evil
okay.
thing.
Blonde hair dude.
Sounds scary.
The evil thing.
It was pretty good. There's a lot of
Give me that
Pokemon
story.
and SpongeBob in that
The evil
movie.
thing is a gruesome
If we
beast.
next year if we do a like we have a TV thing going this year, but next year if we do a kids movie day,
Please don't have a
like dedicated to this
The
kids
evil
movie,
thing is
that
not
could be
real
one of them.
unless you
I
think
highly praise that
about
movie,
it.
and I enjoy it.
Don't
R.L.
think
Stein is
about it.
the king of child horror, the childhood Stephen.
He's like, yeah, I could see that. My number 5 kind of goes with the same theme as Ben's, which is it's very nostalgic for me. It also showed on Cartoon Network around Halloween time. It's called Scary Godmother.
And incidentally, Boo are you?
Scully, I would like you to meet my new friend, Hannah. Hannah, this is Mr. Pettibone. He's our official skeleton in the closet.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Hannah.
You heard of that one?
I have not.
Really? It's a cartoon. There's a few different movies. Any of them could be put on this part because they're all kind of the same. But it's a cartoon movie series based off of a children's book of the same name. The animation in it looks a little weird, but it's also supposed to kind of look like it was, from the kids' book. And it's really just fun. It's just a fun little movie. There's nothing really too spectacular about it, in my opinion. But it's just like, it was one of the first ones that I've seen, like I saw continuously throughout my childhood, and I would still go back to go see it, especially since it seems like they have adult humor in it, kind of sprinkled in there a little bit. But it's just, it's fun, and, it's good. It's good for the Halloween time for the kiddos. It would be another one that, if we did a kids thing, I think we would be cool to watch.
Yeah, of course. I'm down to watch anything Halloween related. October next year is gonna be a big year.
Yeah, we're
3 videos every day.
Oh my gosh.
I'm kidding. So number 4, my number 4 is another nostalgic movie that I have not seen in years, so I don't remember much of the plot, but it's Alvin and the Chipmunks Meet Frankenstein.
Ooh.
I love that one. That's like the only one I actually watched because it was Frankenstein. Well, Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah.
And it's, I don't know, it's iconic. It's kind of like the Abbott and Costello movies of the same name, but it's yeah. Alvin and the Chipmunks Meet Frankenstein. That is my number 5.
Pretty interesting. I didn't put it on my list,
What you thought about it?
but I actually did. I watched Alvin and the Chipmunks Meet the Wolfman. That was a childhood movie of ours, but it didn't make my list, unfortunately. But on
Spoiler
to
alert.
yeah, I'm sorry. On to my number 4, I have to give it to The Haunted Mansion with Eddie Murphy.
I almost put that on my list.
I
Such a good movie. I
I
want to
know.
watch that again.
Yeah, I know. And everyone thought it was such a bad movie. No
was
one
not.
no one liked it.
It was-
And okay, involving story writing, story development, things like that. Okay, yeah, maybe not the best. It's very cheesy romantic love story. but it's fun. You know, it's just a fun movie. Personally, I'm gonna have to give a shout out to the 4 singing Tombstone heads.
Oh.
Those acapella guys. Because I had 3 brothers, and we kind of always always imagined ourselves in some form or another as those 4 guys, and it was, kind of fun. And they actually had some really creepy moments in there, like the mausoleum scene when all the corpses came back to life.
Yeah.
Those were really freaky. And then at the end, when the butler was literally damned to hell in a kids movie, that was freaky. He literally was grabbed by a fire dragon, which I'd assume would be like Satan, and drugged back to hell. Like, who does that in a kids movie? And then even like the DVD version we had like flying orbs of faces and stuff, and there was one that would like come at the screen at the very end before it like replayed. That always freaked me out as well. So it actually was pretty creepy for a kids movie, and it might even still be if I go back to watch it. It's been a while, but I get Haunted Mansion.
For those people watching this video, here's a fun fact: the night the Haunted Mansion opened up at Disney in California was the same night that the Manson family murders occurred.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, you didn't know that?
No.
Oh. Well.
Isn't it? I also heard, at least on one of the rides, it was either the Haunted Mansion ride or the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. Wasn't it proven that there was like actual corpses somewhere?
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Pirates.
Yeah. Number 3. This is a movie I've seen that Drake has not, and that is Ghostbusters. It is a classic movie. It's fun to watch any time of the year, but it is most notorious for being Halloween. Slimer is one of my favorite movie characters of all time. Love Slimer. He's kind of like Sam, but not. It's got a perfect cast. Some people I know actually knew the cast before they were famous and before they were even on Saturday Night Live. But yeah, it's perfect. Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, Harold Ramis, Rick Moranis. I low-key loved his character the most out of everyone in the movie, even though he was just a side character. The Proton Packs, the Cedric Hotel, it's all beautiful. It's why it got a sequel, a crappy reboot, and then a video game, and is getting a 3rd sequel to the canon timeline. Because nobody cares about feminist Ghostbusters. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't even think the social justice warriors cared too much about it.
They did before it came out.
Yeah, that's true. Alright. My number 3, it's been a while since I've seen it, to the point where I literally told Ben that I haven't seen it, but I have. It's been quite some time. But my number 3 has to go to Beetlejuice.
Oh. I know you've seen that.
I thought I told you I didn't.
No, you know.
I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen it. I definitely need to rewatch it.
Oh. I forgot we might be rewatching it this October.
Oh, okay.
Little
I guess
spoil-
we'll see. But one of my favorite film directors has got to be Tim Burton. I really love his style of theatrics and scenery and things like that. Not even necessarily with just his stop motion stuff. His live action stuff is just as cool. But
Beetlejuice is the perfect
Beetlejuice is the perfect combination. Plus, it's got really creepy moments and is just completely doused in adult humor. Especially when it comes to the Beetlejuice character himself, to the point where you could almost argue that it would be inappropriate for kids. I still think it'd be more for kids than adults, in my opinion.
It's still marketed heavily.
Yeah, it's still marketed towards heavily for kids. But it's also a fun one. It's a Halloween classic, and it's just, the cast is great.
Alec Baldwin, Winona Ryder. It's got Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
Of course.
It's got
Mr. Director Man is perfect.
Tim
Burton. My number 2 is a classic, Halloween Town. The first one. I probably like the second one more, but I haven't watched that in a long time. But the first one, everyone knows Halloween Town if you grew up in the 2000s and were allowed to watch TV.
Yeah.
Because Cartoon Network was arguably... Wait, no, that was Disney.
This one
Sorry,
came with
it was
Disney. This one was
Disney
Disney.
and Cartoon Network were the best channels for Halloween
Easily.
related stuff.
Have you seen it recently?
No.
Oh my gosh, I have 2 younger sisters, but they don't go as hard as they used to, and it's depressing actually.
Every holiday they used to go in.
Oh
hard.
my gosh, yes.
Like Christmas.
Yeah,
like
they would go the
Grandma
whole.
got run over by
Yes.
a reindeer.
We're getting sidetracked,
Yeah.
but they used to go the whole month, and I guarantee you, if you turn on one of those channels right now, you won't see anything.
They might show you like one time in the entire month, like one of their old movies.
Yeah,
just
their
for-
Halloween, like the week of Halloween, is probably when you'll probably be seeing stuff. But
Yeah, Halloween Town. It's I couldn't tell you the cast. I mean, it doesn't have a very notable cast. Is that Debbie Reynolds?
Debbie Reynolds
Yeah,
was
yeah,
like the big
she's
one.
the only one who is really big. But I feel like the fact that the cast is unknown also made it enjoyable because it's not like, oh hey, look,
Yeah.
look.
And even for most people, if you didn't have, if you weren't living with your grandma or something, you probably wouldn't have known who Debbie Reynolds was.
Yeah.
At least for the kids at the time, because that was, that's how they know her. Whenever she passed away, there was a lot of teenage kids, posting, this is, how they knew her and stuff like that, which, is even interesting.
I knew her as Carrie Fisher's mother.
You're not a normal child. You weren't a normal child.
Yeah.
All right. Number 2. This one was interesting because while we were I made my list a while ago. Ben made his list, and I heard him talking about a few of my selections, and this was one of the ones that I heard him talk about. The first live-action Scooby-Doo movie.
Oh.
I have to give it to that one.
I won't argue with it. but-
Arguably, you could technically say the second one is more of a Halloween movie, has more, Halloween aspects to it. But the first one was better. I used to like the second one, but the first one's easily better.
Yeah. As a child, did you like the second one?
I like the second one
I
better.
did too.
It was more, it had a lot more colors and characters and
I feel like
things
it
like
made
that.
it more child-friendly than
Yeah.
the second one. The first one, I feel like you grow to like it more as you get older.
First one is hilarious. Oh my gosh.
You think James Gunn was good with Guardians of the Galaxy? Go back and watch Scooby-Doo again.
Oh my gosh, it was, I know it's something I keep on bringing up, but that's what makes these childhood movies so entertaining now, are these adult jokes.
They could never get away with them now.
That they could, oh my gosh, the ones in Scooby-Doo, the first one, insane. There's just so much involved in that. Some of my favorite ones, looking back, are all the Shaggy moments when it comes to weed. Mary
Yep.
Jane's favorite name, and hotboxing his van. It's just...
And all the food he eats
Oh.
and Scooby.
Oh, yeah. But
Scooby's
it's
a little stoner,
so fun, and there's, I would say some creepy moments whenever they go into the haunted house ride. The first
Oh.
one, those little goblin faces and stuff on, like, literally everything are freaking creepy. And it's just, it's got that Halloween feel. You got, it's Scooby-Doo for crying out loud.
The perfect Halloween
Yeah,
franchise.
exactly. Which maybe at some point we'll do like a Scooby-Doo top 5 movies. I don't know. At some point maybe. But it's it's just fun. It's great, and especially if you've watched it as a child and haven't seen it recently, you should go back and
It's
watch
worth
it.
it.
The acting isn't even that bad.
Oh, no.
Like the acting is great in my opinion.
It has a great cast.
Oh yeah, the cast is amazing.
You have Freddie Prinze Jr., you have that one guy that plays Shaggy.
Matthew Lillard.
Yeah. I knew his name was
He's
Matthew.
always he'll always be Shaggy to me.
Yeah, that's his role.
Yeah, easily. But yeah, Scooby-Doo, first live action.
My number 1 is probably completely out of left field. And we're playing like Little League softball out of left field. So the ball's not even going to left field, if that's telling you anything. That is Ernest Scared Stupid.
What?
I forgot that this might have actually been the first movie to ever make me almost crap myself.
Really?
Because the troll in this movie, think about being like 3 years old and seeing this creepy troll. I'll put a screenshot or clip right here. I mean, there's going to be clips throughout the entire thing, but right there, it is creepy. The only way you can kill it is with milk.
What?
It's really weird, but it's so it's creepy. Jim Varney plays Ernest perfectly. It is considered to be one of the best Ernest movies in existence, but there's obviously goes to camp, goes to jail, but Scared Stupid, that's my oldest memory of Ernest, and it's just so funny. And the kid actors are great. The weird lady, it's like, you know the lady from Holes? Like, Zeroni, Madame Zeroni?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
It's like, it might even be the same actress, but it's like that creepy of a girl in that movie, and she's like, you can't go past, it's like the Pet Sematary thing, you can't go, like, beyond this point. But
Interesting.
it's a good movie. It's nostalgic.
Piggybacking off something you said earlier, one of the things that freaked me out as a kid, early on, was ironically Ernest Goes to Camp.
Oh,
The
the beginning.
The beginning part, there's this like scene where like Native Americans are doing they're doing some kind of tribal thing.
Kind of like in
And
Finding Nemo.
Yeah. And as a child, that freaked me out because they're like throwing tomahawks. People are screaming. The lighting's intense. It just freaked me out. I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
If you guys want to see an Ernest marathon week at some point, I think we'd both
I'd be down to do that. Yeah.
But Ernest movies are hard to come across.
Really?
If you want an Ernest Blu-ray, it's like $50.
Jeez.
Actually, that's more Scared Stupid. There's some really bad Ernest movies, but we both have memories with Ernest movies.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, now on to my number one. I really thought we were going to be doing this number one at the same time.
Oh.
Because my number one has to go to Monster House.
Oh, yeah.
Earlier, while he was making his list, he was going to put Monster House there, but for reasons that will probably be later discovered, he didn't put it on there.
I'm happy I didn't because I don't like having the same number one.
Yeah.
I
think it is nice that our lists were, this time they're completely different, weren't
Yeah.
they? Monster House. Easily my number one. It's nostalgic. It is funny. Steven Spielberg
produced it.
Oh, he did? I didn't. Oh, yeah, I remember you saying that.
He's the reason it exists.
Oh, wow. But it was, one, it's a great piece of animation. And it's just super fun. It's got creepy moments. It's got funny moments. It's, again, the adult humor in it. Oh. I think that's like the thing that made my list. Was what has adult humor in the future?
What is rewatchable?
What is rewatchable many years down the line?
I feel like your list is just stuff that we're going to end up watching in October.
Probably. But Monster House is super fun. It is. I would say it is. It would probably be the most perfect Halloween movie. Matter of fact, we had a projector growing up. I had a projector, and during Halloween, my mom and dad would project a movie on the side of our house, and their go-to movie was Monster House. Every year, it was always Monster House was the one that they ended up showing.
And they released that one in 3D too.
They did.
Yeah.
Oh, thinking about it, okay, I can see those moments now. But yeah, and the characters are great. All the three main characters are
the cast
easily great, and
it's got a great cast too.
Mm-hmm. It's awesome.
And its animation style is perfect.
I feel like the animation style is very dated.
It feels cartoony, but yet it feels realistic.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's not.
I'm not really ripping. I'm not ripping on it, but the animation style is very dated to the early 2000s. It seemed like there was a lot of movies that kind of had that almost claymation kind of look to it, which is kind of seems like that's what they were going for.
But a more realistic looking.
Yeah. But yeah, overall, I think it is. I would probably argue it's the essential, most essential Halloween movie to watch during Halloween. Yeah. So that is our top 5 overall. There are 10 kid movies for Halloween that you can watch. Let us know what you think. Was there one that we missed? One that you think should have gotten a better placement or a worse placement? Anything like that. One thing that I would like to hear are nostalgic movies, good or bad. Those are always fun.